Okay everyone, I'm doing this video of an old rock box car, and I'm doing this for a customer, Jaumar, from San Francisco, California. And I went through a lot of prototypes on the internet, couldn't find much that looked any good, so I'm gonna wing it from a whole bunch of several box cars and see what we can get. I got graffiti, I got dog nut, it's gonna go here, DNC graffiti here on side 2. I'm gonna have Jaumar and Monica on this side. So I gotta think up some awesome graffiti, and I'm gonna graffiti it up real nice. But first I'm going to spray it all down with white to make the white weathering, the sun bleach effect. I'm going to sandpaper some of this off, scratch it up, scratch the R's up, and bleach it up. Then after that I'm going to cover it all in black. I'm going to wipe the black off. That'll fill in all the cracks and highlight all the rivets and nuts and bolts and everything. So that's about probably as far as I'm going to get tonight. Anyway, so for Jaumar, here's your car being made. Okay, or whoever car this is. Okay, first off, just to let you know, I'm going to be talking about what I'm going to do. Then I'm going to film a little bit of it. I can't film the whole thing because I ain't got enough space on my drive to. My computer's full of videos, and I ain't got around to deleting them, and here's some more. So I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna do, then I'm gonna film a little bit of what I'm doing to show you, to get you going so you can see it, and then move on to the next step, and that's the way it's gonna have to be. I'm sorry I can't do the whole car, and I need a terabyte of memory, which costs about 60 bucks. I ain't got it yet, so until I get it, that's the way it's going to have to be. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to use these little sandpapers, the different grades of sandpaper, fine, and super fine, and super fine, down to buffing it. I don't know where you buy them, I don't know where you get them. Check your hobby store or microscale on the internet, something like that. So I'm going to sand down the R, the rock, break it up a little bit, make it look old on both sides. That's what I'm going to do now. Okay.
Moisturizing ingredients that transform lathering into lavishing. Olay body collection.
I don't want to take it all off, just some of it. Okay, so that ain't working, so I'm going to go up one higher. Maybe the red one. No. There we go. You just want to fade it, make it look weathered. Ooh, the paint's chipping off. For a long time on the road. Okay, I gotta get on that side.
And then the crystals break down, which is why we found all these traces of Beryllium-649.
Well, that takes care of the plot. Now, what can we do?
That's going to take a little more work.
Can you reverse the process?
We think so.
No. Let's do it. There's no top answers. Yes or no.
Okay, I'm going up a grade because it ain't coming off. And there we go. You want it just like that. That's how we want it.
Right now, monitoring the condition of Delta War. The situation has become too desperate for his friend. He's calculated the safest location on the planet's surface. You can guess why. We're just getting deeper and deeper in, aren't we?
Okay, I don't want to go overboard on that.
Unless
So we're going to take off a little bit of the rock. Just a little bit. Loosen it up. I'm going to go over it again
he has my
with a lower grade, and I'm going to buff it out.
friend and exclusively. Number one.
And there's no real uniform pattern to it, so you ain't got to worry about it. Just ripping it up a bit. I'm going to put patches over top of these too, somewhere. I'm going to put the old patches on. Even the patches are going to be worn through, showing the words The Rock under the patch. That'll be neat. I like that. That makes it look real good when you do that. And then I think I'm going to turn this into this car. I looked up and I forgot what the heck was the name. Because these were all bought by other railroads. So I want to put a patch on it and make it a different railroad.
Sounds like a plan. Let's get started.
But I forgot which one is the main one. Okay, so there you have it. We got the air done. I'm going to clean that up with some Q-tip or rubbing alcohol. I'm going to buff it out.
Captain, permission to beam
And I'll show you what I'm done. When I'm done, I'll show you it. Let you see how I did it. Okay, so there you go. Took some off the R, took some off the lock, and side B. Now I see all the linear scratches going up and down. They'll all be gone when I put on the patch. If I put on a patch. But I'm going to put on rust and everything, so you won't see it. Okay, so now, anyway, I am going to do this. I'm going to spray the whole thing over in white. I'm using Liquitex paste white. There you go. Move the car out of the way. For those of you who need to know, there you go. Liquitex white. It's paste, titanium white, whatever. So I'm gonna mix this up with alcohol. Very wash, a big, nice wash. It's gonna be really faint, like very, very wet wash, not a thick wash. And then I'm gonna spray the whole car down. Then after that, if it turns out right with no splatters and it's all smooth, whitewash, because I got a chip out of the end of my airbrush nozzle, hose, whatever it's called. Anyway, sometimes it bloops and sprays blotches, and if it don't turn out right, I'm going to wash it off and do it again. But right now, before I do that, I'm going to go over the whole thing with a black. Oh, maybe I should do that later. Yeah, okay. So I'm going to go over it with white first. Okay, this makes more sense. And I don't do it a lot, so that's why I forget. So I'm going to go over it with white. And then when it dries, I'll show you what it looks like. You get that sun blush. You're going to take about, it's going to lighten it up about 2 times lighter. Then I'm going to take it outside and I'm going to spray it with clear satin trim clad. Here, I'll show you. Trim clad clear. It works pretty good. Do it real fast. Don't get no goops, layers, no streamers. Just a fast coat, real all over it. Then I'm going to seal it up. Then I'm going to go over it with the black, filling all the cracks. But first got to put, because if I do the black first, then the white's going to white out the black that's in the cracks. We don't want that. It's kind of pointless, right? So glad I caught it when I did. So I'm going to do the white first. Get that out of the way. Spray with trim clad. And go over it with black wash. And that shouldn't take too long. So I'll make up my wash and I'll film myself spraying it a little bit. Okay, here we go. I just did the whitewash on it. Looks pretty sharp. Everything looks pretty good. But I did come across something that'd be great. I'm gonna put a different colored doors on these. Since they both open, I'm gonna color up your chassis here, the inside boards. I'm gonna make them wood color, so when you look in the car you actually see the right color, other than as like someone dripped tar all over the car. So that'll be sharp if I do these different color. I just gotta figure out the right color. Maybe a yellow. Yellow's always good. Yellow really brings out the rust. So like a R box or whatever there. Okay. Now I'm gonna go spray it with Trem Clad and let it dry. Okay, as you can see, I took the doors off so I can do some repaint on them. I made my black wash right there. And here we go. I sprayed it with Trem Clad. It's all dried. And now I'm painting on the black wash.
Now we're proceeding as planned. Are there any other objections?
You want it everywhere, fill in the cracks.
I need each and every one of you to give me your very best. As you always
And
have.
you let it dry a little bit.
Max.
You don't have to let it dry a
This
lot.
won't be easy. The generator is located on deck 11.
You don't even have to let it dry.
We can't get a clean lock without
Put it on,
the signal.
take it off.
Marla, we need you to set aside your claustrophobia and crawl through the access port and set up the transport enhancers.
There you go. Just
Understood.
like that. Now you get your
Taking thermal
Q-tip.
sensors in that section offline. Noah,
Get your
you're
Q-tip.
elected.
Because all the cracks are filled now, right? So.
I'll disengage the power couplings from engineering.
You'll all have time for one last shower. Make the most of it.
There's a minor power fluctuation in the security grid.
There you go.
It's within tolerance.
I believe I can correct it. Discrepancy is in the Equinox Research Lab. If we can determine the exact frequency of their multiphasic change.
Yeah, I'm watching Star Trek.
Generator to match it.
There are times when perfection hinders.
You take off most of it with the Q-tip.
The lab is still permeated with high levels of thermionic radiation.
Then take it off with the
I believe I have an explanation. 3 EPS conduits have been rerouted to the lab.
handkerchief or
Appears they are
something.
emitting the radiation.
I'm using toilet paper.
Contaminated intentionally.
I don't have anything else.
Only one. Ransom doesn't want us to enter the research lab.
He has been adamant about protecting his ship. I thought it was simply a captain's pride.
So you get your
I want to take a closer look at that lab. If we close off those EPS conduits,
toilet
how long
paper.
will it take to prevent the radiation?
Several hours.
Give it a
I don't like that one.
smooth rundown like this.
He'll be immune to its effects.
And if you got too much black on, you want to take some off. Just put some alcohol on your rag
Monitor his progress from
and wash it off.
Shall I notify Captain Ransom?
I guess. I want to wait until we test your theory.
Okay. There you go. You see all the bumps, dings, and dangs going on? See how it's all chopped up here?
I'm in.
Little black chunks. Leave that all on. That's all good. That's what you want. You want all them little dings in there. Gives character to the car. Okay, I'm going to do the rest of the car just like that. But I ain't going to film it because I ain't got a lot of space. So